It's called the planes of education. So this is what Dr. Montessori said. Remember the two charts we saw? She said they do not need the same care. Children or the human being doesn't need the same care, the same environment, the same purpose, or the same method for all the four planes. She said, I think this is in your quote. I think I have it in your quote. So, if education is to be based on life, it must be adapted to all these differences. For example, if I establish one form of education for one age, it does not mean that I've established it for all ages. The characteristics of one period are not the characteristics of the next. So this is what she means. Just because we are having the human being, we should just make one environment. She says every plane is like a different rebirth. And if we want to be aged to life, every environment must be different. That's what she said, and this is what we are doing now. So education has to be aged to life. And if you want to really be aged to life, every environment is different from the other. So let's look at the different environments. So, Montessori, Dr. Marie Montessori created different prepared environment for the different needs. And this is for the first plane. So the first plane, we have from 6 to 8 weeks till the child works, we have the nido. The nido in Italian means the nest. It means nest, N-E-S-T, yes. It means nest in Italian. So here, we have the child from 6 to 8 weeks until the child walks. Once the child starts walking, then the child leaves that environment because the child has outgrown it. Then the child now goes to the infant community or the toddler community. We will do more about this later too. And here they are walking whenever they are walking. Some children walk from 12 months, some 15 months, up to 2.5 to 3 years. And then the Casa Bambini from 2.5, 3 to 6. We will do each environment in much more detail next week. Now we just have to know what is present for children in the first plane. Okay? So if you have questions about these planes, please keep them till we do the lecture. Now the next one, the second plane. Once more, we will do it in detail for the prepared for next week. We have elementary, or we call them the world children. And here we have elementary divided into two groups, 6 to 9 and 9 to 12. These children we call the world children. And here, children learn about cosmic interdependence. Do you remember I talked about how Dr. Montessori learned a lot about this being in India. For example, she talks about the story of the pencil. Where did the pencil come from? Who helped to create the pencil? And things like that. Then the next one is the third plane. The third plane is called Earth Kingdom or the farm. And then children go to high school. And the fourth is the university. Right? Okay. Cosmic independence is how the universe is depending on each other. We will do a lot more when we do the prepared environments. Okay. The third and fourth plane. Any questions about these? Now for the planes of education, that means this one, the details, you will get it in the prepared environments when we do the prepared environments. Because today we don't seem to have much time just now to go through it. But if we have time, we can go through a little bit, and next week we make our lecture a little shorter. But before that, I just want to remind everybody that at 3 o'clock, try and have your computer here, because we're going to try and smooth the G, so you can find a way to send in your papers. Now, I just want to start giving you a little bit about the reading seminars. Remember, I told you what reading seminars are. But any questions here? Everybody? Are we done? Yes? Yes, please come up.
Hỏi bạn gì để coi cái slide đầu tiên đi.
I have one question. The children at different stage, I observe that this is schooling. They are similar. I mean, the role of the chance is quite common and similar, but psychologically, many are different and very different in different states. I can see a lot of different psychologically. So my question is, when I observe children, some are very young, but their maturity in their thinking, in their psychologically and image about themselves, and all the behaviors, manners are more mature than the other. So my question is, can we, during the education, can improve the maturities of different stages, and should we? So the question is, can we improve, switch it up, the different stages? And the second question is, should we do that? Any scientific evidence or study talking about that?
What do you mean by speed it up?
Speed it up, for example, at this age, we just, like for example, at the plane second, the child is image of themselves is not fully developed. Psychologically, they have some characteristics. Can we speed it up, during education, can we train the person to become more mature in their thinking, in their manner, in their psychological development?
So you think all children should be very similar in thoughts? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, the children in different stages, because here it seems that we have a stage.
Yeah.
And I wonder the children in different stages, from this stage to another stage. Can we switch it up from one stage to another stage?
Dr. Montessori
And
said
should we do that?
She says we should make sure each plane the children are supported. She said we should support each plane in their growth. So when you say switch it up, what do you mean?
Switch up is make them better. Faster.
We are going to do optimal development of the child, right? We're going to help them develop. But when you say we are going to switch it up, switch up, like, it doesn't mean like we are going to create somebody. We cannot create. We are not creators, right? We cannot create. This is what Dr. Montessori says. We cannot create what is not there. If a parent comes to you and says, you know what? My husband is so good in mathematics. I am so good in mathematics. My child will be Einstein. Now, can you do anything to make that child an Einstein? So, we cannot create what is not present. But we can help optimize. Now, you can switch meaning optimize. We can optimize what they have. If, for example, the child can read at the age of 5. I had a child who was able to read Harry Potter at the age of 6. Can you believe that? 6, she could read Harry Potter. Her mother said, Amo, I nearly freaked out. She started reading her elementary sister's book. I said, what? She said, listen to her. And really, she did. But when they can read like that, we can help optimize. In a traditional school, do you think she would ever be able to do that? No. But here we can optimize. But we can never create. We are not creators. We have to realize that. Teachers are not creators. Students are not blank pages. They have the nebulae of potential, right? The nebula of potential they have. They're not blank pages. They're not empty things that I just fill in everything. No. You all have your potential. You all are intelligent women and men. I'm not going to fill you in. You take in what you need. Right? So we cannot create what is not present. She's very clear on that. But we can have an environment that optimizes. So we cannot try and switch somebody to become somebody else. Help me to be myself. That is it. Be who I'm supposed to be. Not be somebody that you want me to be, right? But we can help optimize. That we can. Did I answer her question? Did I answer your question in one way? Yes? Okay, yes. What do you think she meant? Oh, you have a question? Good, I'm like wondering what else. Okay, go ahead.
I just want to check if my note is right, because I got the stay from 3 to 6. Dr. Maria called it the closing of life, is it right?
Yes.
So why? Because the life is so long and what it
No, she meant the closing of life in the sense that it is closing the life for formation of man. Where, that's a very good question. Where the creation of that personality is being set. She calls it the opening of life from birth to 3, and 3 to 6 she calls it the closing of life, because here the personality is set. Whoever the child is at 6, they say that child remains like that for adulthood. You know, the basic characteristic is set. Okay, any more questions? Right, now I just want to say about reading seminars. Now the reading seminars are to help you before we write the paper. So what happens? Today you will get your first reading seminar on human tendencies. So, there will be questions. I will go through the questions, make sure everybody understands the questions. You take them home. Then on Friday, you will make sure you write your name and you will write down your answers on the paper. Very brief, very brief. Then on Friday afternoon, we will get into groups to discuss the reading seminar. Each group will present something on the human tendencies. Then you will go home. You will read the papers that you have on human tendencies. And then we hope, if Schoology works, that on Monday you can send in your paper on human tendencies. Now, some people want me to give them the lecture one day ahead. I want to say this. Do the lecture you listen now with thoroughness, rather than read what you're going to do tomorrow. Now you know human tendencies already. Please go home, read the paper on human tendencies, write your paper on human tendencies. Then, today, read. There are 2 handouts on the planes of development. The second one is coming after lunch. There are 2 very good handouts. Please read that. Put your paper that you wrote here together and start writing your planes of development. Now you know the format, so go ahead and work on that. And then on Monday, I will give you the reading seminar for Monday, we do the planes of development. So tomorrow, I will give you again another reading seminar to prepare for Monday on the planes of development. So we will be doing a lot of theory, and I suggest that instead of preparing for tomorrow and taking today's homework home to study, please read the papers I've given you yesterday and write your paper. Okay? It is better you write a proper paper, because that is going to be the base for your exam. I don't want to give you tomorrow's lecture today and say, okay, go read that. I'd rather you read what you did today, make it really strong, write your paper, and then we give it back to you, and then when the exams come, you will be reading from your paper. Any questions about the reading seminar? No? How many of you have got computers for today here? Everybody, can you put your hand up so we can see? Now those of you who haven't brought your computers, I hope somebody can help you later on how to do it, okay? Anyone here who doesn't want to work on a computer? Because then we don't know how we would cater to that. Right? Now, I just want to say, so for the planes of education, when you have to write about the middle, you have to write about the elementary, you have to write about the farm, please make sure that in your paper you can write, and I will remind you again, read prepared environments, okay? Because it will be the same thing. Prepared environments. So whatever we do in the prepared environment, you will write it down for the plane of education. So instead of copy paste, you can say planes of education, and you can say please read prepared environments. Because in prepared environments, we will do it in much more detail. Not so much, but certainly much more than now. Any other question? Yes.
For each paper, what's the word count? I think you should say
Well, there isn't a word count, but it should be at least 4 pages. Yeah, I mean, as long as you've got the gist of all of it. But you must have a minimum of 3 quotes. And those who are writing in Chinese, make sure you highlight your quotes in a way. I don't know whether you can do different italics and fonts, I have no idea. But my Chinese students put them in a different color. They used like red, so we knew that they were quotes. Any other question? Okay. How many of you read the handout on human tendencies yesterday?